Welcome. Welcome to the live. What's up? What's up? What's up? How are you? I ain't gonna make this too long, but I wanted to show my face. I wanted to show my face. Hold on, I feel like I need to adjust myself real quick. Okay, there, that's better. Okay. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm sorry, I was all using the camera to check my hair. I feel like I need to shape this part up so it lays a certain type of way. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what the vibe is. Let's see what's going on. All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I got immediately the warrior woman came out. So I'm getting this energy of like you calling the shots, okay? Shoulder pain. I was live today on TikTok, and with the new moon, look, with the new moon that is on the 27th of May, which will be in, I believe it said Gemini, I think. Let me look it up again. That shoulder pain was going to be one of the things that you may experience, like shoulder pain. Let me see. Hold on, May 27th. Let me look up the meaning of it. I mean, it signifies the start of it signifies the start of a fresh lunar cycle, themes of new beginnings, hope, and planting seeds. It's a good time to set intentions and manifest your dreams. Yes, the new moon will be in Gemini on May 27th, initiating fresh starts. Right now, Jupiter is in Gemini, so I just feel like those two energies go really good together. Like you should be feeling really good. I'm literally hearing like spark of change, even like this energy of like spark of revenge. Like you just kind of getting this, like this energy of this intensity has really been building up, and it's literally causing you to like just like try a whole lot of new things. I have a lot of new ideas. I'm literally seeing like you throwing things at the wall, okay, and just seeing what sticks. Like literally like splat, 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 right? Just seeing what sticks and constantly like maybe even rechecking things or rehashing things. I feel like there's a lot of I feel like, how can I describe this energy that I'm channeling here? It's like almost like checking it to see if it's like, is that sticky? Is that good enough? Like not even almost like, is it ready yet? You know how if you had a burger and you would like just constantly want to check it. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting from this. Like, is that other side ready yet? Before you flip it, you know? So I like that. It says if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? I'm also getting this energy of like, where would you go? Okay. Coming out of the shadows, you guys traveling more. That's really significant here, right? Coming out of your shell. I'm getting like hermit, crab, a lot of Cancer energy. I think I've been channeling a lot of Cancer energy for like quite a while here. I want to know like what's our next. Let me see. Since I'm here, you know what I'm saying? I may make this message like for members only. I think once I'm done, this is gonna be a members only kind of message, but next moon in Cancer 2025. January 13th. Let's see. This literally, this is literally just based off what I'm looking up here. This literally feels like things that were manifested starting in January, between October and January, is where you'll be seeing like things coming full circle now. Smash the like button, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm doing some research real quick. Okay, the next new moon will be in June 2020, June 25th of this year. So it'll be June 25, 2025. I feel like this is when that emotional drive, or like that energy where you finally get settled with what's going on, it like finally kicks in, you know? It's like, in order to receive, in order to be like, you can be an open conduit when you're channeling or manifesting, right? Because it's very energy based. But in order for you to really receive what it is that you're manifesting, it's you gotta feel it. You know what I mean? I've been picking up on Cancer energy so strong for like last 2 months. I feel like that's when this energy finally settles in. Because look at that picture, look at that imagery there. It's like, I don't know, for the last 2 months, you could also have been just struggling with feelings of acceptance or feelings of trusting yourself to get you to the next level. This reading literally starts off with, you could have been a wounded warrior at one point, and then you just decided to step in your power, and that's what makes you this warrior, right? It literally could be, betrayal could literally be your fuel to this really dynamic essence that you're like, right? It's like an aura. Like, I'm using the betrayal, I'm using the backstabbing, I'm using the talking behind my back. You're using all of that to really power you forward. And there's something really great about that, because it's literally like, if you were to be very intentional about your power, you would realize that those things were created so that you could step into your power, right? That it wasn't necessarily indirect as it was intentional, because had it not happened, it wouldn't have formed you, and you wouldn't be so intentional about how you use your power, because you're not going to let nobody misuse your power anymore, right? Again, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Where would you go? Right? How would you be moving through life? I also get this energy of you just being very highly protected, like, you know what I'm saying? Especially from crazy, crazy mofos. You know what I'm saying? Like, you highly protected so you can move how you want, go about life how you choose to do it, right? Allowing yourself to be free, because you weren't always free like this. You didn't always move in this power, or very like in a very intentional way. When you've been hurt before, or you've been wounded, it's like you be ducking and dodging, because you like, damn, I don't really want to experience that shit again, you know? So it's like, now that you know that you're protected, and now that you've stepped into your power, it's like spirit can meet you where you're at. It's like, now, the things that you manifested, things that you've manifested, yes, because it's already done. So they're now coming in, they're meeting you where you're at, because this version of you that can handle that is like, here I come. Right. And so the divine is like, okay, now I can give you this thing, because you know what I'm saying? It's like you being knighted. Oh, okay, boom, boom. Let me give you this. Let me allow you to operate in your superpower, right? Especially a blessing of this magnitude. I'm looking at Ten of Diamonds right here, right? Which is like your pentacles, your money. I'm hearing your household. You have a whole lot of gratitude. So it's like literally the way I felt the gratitude when I just channeled that is literally like right here. You know what I'm saying? Right here in your chest. Whether you express it or you just carry it in your heart, it's like that energy is met with like the divine's trust that through your faithfulness and you attesting to how grateful for how far you've come, where you are. It's like the divine is like, I need that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just think about it. If you were to exchange um blessings from the divine, right? It would be like the divine will be like, shit, well, what your heart going for? Let me see what your heart is for. Let me see what your heart being for. And it literally the magnitude of the gratitude that you have in your heart, literally like the divine is just like loaning you out things. Okay? Constantly blessing you here. The city of Chicago is significant. Okay? I'm hearing that song, all the lights. I know I'm singing it wrong. Cause baby, I'm like, all the stars. It's all the stars. I'm sorry. I was singing that all wrong. There are blessings that are in store for you that you feel like you ain't even work for. You feel like you didn't even have to work for these things. Okay? But with the King of Swords, I'm hearing like you strive for them, so they were yours. This is literally you receiving blessings off the strength is that what you were manifesting, the magnitude of your mind to envision that you wanted more for life is the reason that you're receiving these things. Because I'm hearing the magnitude of your blessings and like the riches of your gold is like the riches of your heart. That's what I'm just getting, and I know none of it like really flows and it makes sense, but that I'm just channeling what I'm getting from spirit. Six of Pentacles. Okay, I feel like you're the type of person that you real player. I got a homegirl that say like it's always a pleasure when players meet, and you're the type of person that like if you and a person met and things fall out like where you are right now in your life because you're so at peace, you're like, shit, it was a blessing, it was a pleasure, right? Like things may have not always worked out the way I wanted them to, but it was a pleasure, it was a blessing because you're so content with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's real. That's what's so real about you. That's what's authentic about you. If anybody was to ask you to speak your truth, it's like if you show somebody that you care and you want to be a blessing in somebody's life, that's exactly what you do. You don't sway or you don't change up because somebody may have lied on you or they didn't speak their truth or they was going through whatever y'all, they were going through and y'all split ways. Like that's not who you are. You know what I'm saying? You're a real cool cat. You're a real cool person. Okay? I'm also hearing like you got charm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you could be a Sagittarius. You don't necessarily have to be, but though this wounded warrior energy with this Nine of Wands, this is somebody who's been through a lot of things. You've seen blessings, you've seen things come and go, people, all of that stuff, right? I'm hearing like something about a saying about trains coming and going or something like that. I don't know. That could be significant for somebody here, but it's like you understand that that's life. You understand that there are ups and downs. That's just how it goes. Okay. Some of y'all could have lived a life where you've been in the streets before. Okay. You could be a Leo, you could be an Aquarius. Okay. You could have been in the streets before. You lived a fast type of lifestyle, but you understand like what comes with blessings. Like there are times where you feel like you're taking an L. There are times where you feel like, man, I just don't feel like I can't get right. But that's all a part of the divine plan. Like you so chill right now. Like man, you so chill right now. Right? Like this Six of Swords, that's the energy of going through a transformation. Some of you guys are in this place where you're about to give life to a brand new version of you. But had you not been through what you've been through, you wouldn't have been able to come through this come this far and look back and be like, damn, you know? Like I see why all that had to happen. Like it makes me feel emotional even saying it like that, because it's like it feels like the way that you are fully comprehending things is really like putting your nervous system even at ease. Like, man, I can finally rest. I can finally sit down. I can finally chill, because it's like I don't gotta trip over that no more. That's not my place to speak on that. I don't gotta reside in that space. Like that's not me. I don't do stuff like that no more. Like, you could be a retired crash out. You could definitely look at the Joker card. You could definitely be a retired crash out. But I feel like, again, there's just so much gratitude in knowing like how far you've come. And that in itself is a blessing, right? That in itself is a blessing. You should definitely be like, be giving yourself some type of big ups, some type of praise, and really be proud of yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to be hard on ourselves, but it's harder to give ourselves grace sometimes. You could be seeing threes a lot, okay? Something could be happening threes around you. Something about this season, you're walking in threes. I feel like the threes is significant because in threes they say things happen in threes, right? So that's confirmation, that's a synchronicity. But I feel like there's gonna be intuitively things that you already seen was gonna happen, like you already knew that was gonna happen. But I feel like this is confirmation of your gifts, confirmation of your goals. Yeah, Three of Pentacles, Three of Diamonds, that's confirmation. Some of you guys are know-it-alls. Like, you really be knowing stuff, though. Like, so when stuff happen, like, I feel like you, for whatever reason, you need confirmation that you're not tripping. Like, am I really that tapped in? And you really gonna get confirmation, like, nah, you're not tripping. Ooh. Dang. Hold on. My bad. It's the Ten of Swords. And then the Eight of Cups. Eight of Hearts, but it fell on the floor and it flipped all kind of ways. So I don't know. But I'm going to put them back in the deck. We're going to clarify it again. Clarify this Three of Pentacles with the King of Wands. Yeah. Five of Hearts, Five of Cups energy reverse. You're not tripping. There's some blessing that's going to appear in your face. It came out again. Yeah, it wanted to come out. There's some blessing that's going to appear in your face. Look, the Eight of Diamonds, which is like the Eight of Swords, right? The Eight of Swords, when it's reversed, it's exposed. It's right in front of your face. Like, you're not going to miss it. I almost dropped my whole deck just then. What is this that's going to surprise you like this that's coming in? Red is really significant. Red is significant. Passion. White is also significant here. I feel like you gonna know this is you got a blessing coming in, right? And when there's blessing coming in, I feel like there's a hater that's going to be spotted right around the time that this blessing come in. And it's a reason that you need to see this. Why is this here? Ten of Cups reverse. It's like, because them ain't your people. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Because them not your people. This could even be happening now. Okay? I'm hearing you seeing little signs and synchronicities like, yeah, I know that's what's up. I knew that wasn't my people because they don't move like my people now. So just be on the lookout for stuff like that. Yeah, look, Queen of Wands. You see how her third eye is bandaged up like that? It's somebody trying to play in your face like they cool with you like that. Yeah, you know. My right side of my brain just started tingling. You know exactly who this is, I swear. This person is not, it's not so much as they're not your friend, but this person is just not playing on your team like that. Okay? You think they cool, or you may have thought they was cool, but nah. No. What else they need to know about this person? Three of Swords. This person is about to betray you like how Judas did Jesus. Three of Swords right here. Nine of Swords reverse. But it's like, this gonna be confirmation. It may be up to 3 people who betray you. Damn, that's confirmation. Gemini here. Has this already happened? Damn, that's a lot of cards. The Ace of Wands just showed up though. I'm hearing positive. 4 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles reverse. I feel like this is whoever this is, I'm not really seeing if this is past, but I will say that this is people who are talking shit behind your back. That's for sure. That's for sure. Look at this. You got the 4 of Pentacles or 4 diamonds, and then the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. Talking behind her back. And then you got the 9 of Swords in reverse and the 10 of Swords in reverse. So the shit don't really bother you. It's not affecting you. You feel me? It's not bothering you that they doing this behind your back. Because look, you got too many blessings in front of you anyways. So if anybody is doing this behind your back and it's not being said to you in this very moment, it's out of sight, out of mind. You know what I'm saying? That's the new version of you. The one that will keep the peace. Because, look, 7 of Swords reversed with the 6 of Cups. You got way more good things to focus on than you do shit going out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I got way more love coming in than I do got going out. If you want to see yourself out the door, go ahead. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles. People want to be wish-washy. 1 minute they cool with you. The next minute they acting indifferent and stuff. Yeah, let them people see themselves right out the door. Yeah, 9 of Cups. If somebody is being inconsistent with you right now, I'm really getting, because I'm looking at this card right here, and just the way it was sitting off to the side with the rest of this pile, and the way I'm feeling it on the right side of my body, I'm kind of leaning to the side. It's like, if you see it right now, you can just catch the vibe, feel the vibe. Like, people ain't really consistently like fucking with you like that. Like, like you just feel something is off. Go ahead and just be done with it. Just go ahead and be done with it. Because I feel like it's something, it's not something that they may be saying, but it's just something that you can feel. Okay? What else is here? Yeah, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords uses her discernment. Okay, y'all go ahead and smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If this is your first time here, what's up? My name is With Love Kendra. Okay? It's just something that you can feel. You know when something not right. You know when something not right. People trying to play in your face. Okay? That's the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. When the Knight of Pentacles is in the upright, that's solid, that's stable. Even if it starts off slow, it has progression and intention to move forward. When it's in the, in the reverse, that's some energy that's like, oh, I don't really know what I'm doing. Well, I really don't know. I don't really need you here. You feel me? Like, I really don't need you here. Shoot, you either gonna be solid and we locked in, or you move around, And that's not possessive. That's just real. That's just real. All right, let's see what else I got for y'all here. thank y'all for tapping in with me today. I hope you guys are having a good day. Ooh. Okay. Calling in. Some of you guys could be I'm getting a few different things. You could be a painter, you could be some type of artist, or you are literally like calling in new life. Okay? Because I'm getting like the card says birthing new creations, but I'm seeing creator and artist. Okay? So birthing a new age. Okay, some of you guys could really be into like what they consider new age spirituality with crystals and stuff. But I feel like it's a total vibe. Like it's a whole aesthetic. Maybe even the way that you dress yourself or you're adorning yourself in crystals. I'm also seeing cloves. Okay. I paused because I literally was like, clothes? But no, cloves. I feel like towards the end of that, I was kind of getting a little confused, which threw me off. But the warrior woman came out again. Okay. Some of you guys could be breastfeeding as well. Keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. I'm getting walk beside you though. Like you've never felt this close to your spiritual team like you do now. Look, you never felt this close to them before. Okay. I'm also hearing the word like how. How did I something about transcending this closely. When you meditate, somebody here, you could be like the type of meditator, like when you go into a transcendent type of state, you literally like leave your body. Like you literally leave your body when you tap in. Like you be going in when you do meditation. You could also want to teach your meditation skills. Meditative skills. Okay, so I feel like I needed to correct myself. Autocorrect is what I'm getting here. Something about analyzing data and data analysis. Someone here, you like to be right. You like to be right. I feel like I seen something on TikTok where this lady said, when people see you and they say, oh, you feel the need to be right all the time. No, you're just the type of person that speaks up for injustices and you want things to be justified. And I was like, she ate down with that. You could be a Taurus. Yeah, like she ate down with that. And I was like, absolutely. Like, who wouldn't want to call justice in, right? I'm also getting someone here, you could be hiding the fact that you lost weight due to getting pregnant. That sounds weird. Somebody's birthday can be on the 11th, the 16th, the 17th. When I got to the 16th, I heard, congratulations, you're pregnant. Something about a ceremony. I'm seeing water here. Maybe you haven't told anybody, or maybe you don't even know yet. Maybe you don't even know yet. Look. What? What? Okay, because the Ten of Pentacles is in the reverse with the Knight of Wands, which would be like, it ain't, and then I clarified it right with this. So it's like, oh, if it's above, as above, so below, well, if it clearly ain't happened yet. Clearly it hasn't happened yet, because the Pentacles would signify the physical realm. And the Knight of Wands would be like, you finding out, being surprised, or doing the do. Okay? What? Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. There could be some drama. Somebody here could be in a dramatic situation surrounding some type of pregnancy here. Could be a Scorpio. When I said Scorpio, I'm literally thinking like, doesn't have to be, but Scorpio is out here. So Take that with a grain of salt. We got Scorpio, we have Taurus, and we have, I'm hearing Capricorn, Aries, Pisces, Capricorn, and then Gemini. Okay? Something about Egypt is also significant. With a ceremony or a pregnancy here. Yeah, the Nile River. Something about the Nile River, King of Pentacles here. Wasn't Joseph placed in the Nile River? Maybe somebody's name is Joseph. He just said, I'm going to get something, get you pregnant. What song is this? R. Kelly, Pregnant. Shut up. And then I say Chicago. Then I say Chicago. Pregnant by R. Kelly was just playing. I didn't even know R. Kelly had a song called Pregnant. Okay. So this feels like this is a more of a prophetic message, because someone is going to get someone pregnant, obviously, clearly, right? And it feels like this birth, someone could be you could have miscarried. And this is what would be your, what do you call that? Your rainbow baby. Yeah. You could have felt like you couldn't take it anymore, like it was never going to happen for you. Nine of Swords energy right here. You could have had up to 4 pregnancies. We got the King of Swords reverse with the Ace of Swords. Yeah, this is someone who definitely did not believe that they could get pregnant or get pregnant this time around. And then finally, like you gave in. Look, the 7 of Wands is here in the reverse. Could be a Leo, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio. I'm seeing like something required it was required for you to read the right person. I'm hearing it's a blessing. So remember when I was saying earlier, like you're the type of people, you real cool when you meet people. I mean, you real cool, like you got a real cool, like laid back type of personality, right? And so it's like, when you meet this person, they gonna be real cool, because it's like meeting them is gonna be like a blessing. Because I literally feel like when you meet them, you could like shake their hand or they shake yours and they be like, hey, how you doing? It's a blessing, you know? Or that's what it's just gonna feel like. It's gonna give that. Something about the environment is gonna give that as well. I'm literally seeing like a little brown otter or like a little gerbil hamster. That's significant. That's a synchronicity for somebody here. I'm hearing, hey, it's a pleasure. I'm seeing the number 7. Okay. But it's like you needed to meet the right person. That's the blessing in it. Like you needed to meet the right person. That's why it didn't work with nobody else. 8 of Wands energy in the reverse. It couldn't have worked with anybody else. I'm hearing because you're a blessing as well. Yeah. I'm hearing that song because, baby, you're a blessing, 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 blessing. Yeah, you a blessing. 3 of Pentacles energy here in the reverse with the 6 of Wands. Like, not just anybody can have you. And not just anybody can captivate your heart. I'm hearing specifically not just anybody can captivate your heart. Okay? Not the way that this person does, or they do. If you already met this person, they're already in your life. You can have a significant other that already does that for you, okay? I'm hearing you're different. Yeah, 5 of Wands. Look, you're very different. Look how he's looking at her. And that landed right here on this deeper punishment, retreat, rest, be healed. That's a surrendering type of energy. Right? That's a very vulnerable state to be in, to be able to surrender to the divine, to trust, to allow God to lead you, right? And both of y'all operating in that energy, like that's just on time. Like Snap, snap, snaps. Like, it's right on time. That's such a blessing. Okay. I don't know why I'm here. Like, anyways, so you got me figured out. Okay. I don't know why I heard that. And then the Two of Cups with the Knight of Cups reversed. Some of you guys have a tough exterior, or maybe you were just starting to get a little gloomy about love and it was like, okay, somebody cracked my heart open. Like, you know what? I finally let them in. Like, okay, you got me figured out. Yeah, Four of Wands, energy reverse. You don't want to give in. You don't want to give in to this happiness. You do want it though. That's very obvious. That's very apparent. I don't feel like you are an egotistical person. That may be a problem, or that could be very apparent for somebody here is an Aries. That could be very, very apparent for somebody, like they dealt with a very egotistical person before, or somebody who always just wanted to rule with their wand, is what I'm hearing. Whether their wand is like, do what I say, or their wand is their man piece. Okay. But you're not like that. You do tend to overthink and you get stuck in your head, probably a lot. Okay. But it's like this person, they compliment you. Because I'm literally hearing like you say, well, how are you going to compliment me? And this person replying and be like, well, I can do that. And I do that very well. Right. And you being like, okay, well, let's see. Look, Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Like, okay, well, talk your shit. Tell me what you're going to do. You know? And let's see what this person going to do. Well, let's see what this person do. Well, let's see what this person do. Let's see how they compliment you. Okay. Let's see how this person plans on complimenting you. Because it literally feels like, how would they be upgrading your life? You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing something about not thinking twice to save you. If you're a person that takes leaps, like you like to dive into new things, new projects. My voice started shaking a little bit. So I feel like you may be just the type of person like you like trying new stuff. You just go ahead and you go for it. This person wouldn't think twice about jumping behind you. Like the moment you take a leap, they will be 2 steps behind you. And that's because they need to take 1 step before they jump. You know, they take 1 more step before they jump off the ledge, just because they were standing behind you. Otherwise, they would have leaped exactly when you leapt. You understand? Like, yeah. Okay, I'm hearing my partner is well kept. Okay, they will keep. So this feels like a very protective person. You know how people say, I am my brother's keeper. You feel me? My sister's keeper. Yeah. I'm also hearing this person always promises to protect you in their heart. So it feels like they will always be talking and praying to God, to the divine, to direct you, to protect you, to guide you, to lead you. Okay, I'm also feeling like this person, if you've already met them, they literally pray to God to have you in their life. If you haven't met them yet, this person is praying just like you are so that the 2 of you guys can meet. Like, real talk. Look, no games. Okay? No games at all. Okay? I'm hearing it's going to pay. This person is very confident in themselves. I'm hearing them say it's going to pay to have a me in your life. Okay, this person is also like, stop playing. If I feel like maybe you may come off as arrogant or a little rude or a little standoffish, but you've gotten into your routine. I feel like even if it's just like this, you may not meet this person tomorrow, today, maybe you could, or next week, but by the time you do, you will be into a routine or a certain lifestyle where you are very focused on yourself. And it's a compliment, right? It's like things that you have in your life, they compliment you so well, right? And it's like, damn, oh, you look good. Like this person can't stop, you know, they can't do anything but stop and stare and notice you. They notice how you look good. They see you, how well you're doing in life. They see how far you're getting, right? And that is what's admirable about you. You're the type of energy, you're the type of dynamic that someone would just look at you and watch and just let you be, right? If you ever seen that meme on social media. I know it's on Facebook where they're like, I want somebody who just looks at me and just lets me do my thing and be like, there goes my baby. And that's literally how this person sees you. That's how they're going to treat you. You're free to be exactly who you are, right? And that person is really rocking with that. They fucking with that, right? Six of Swords energy in the reverse. This person ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. They coming to you, okay? They coming to where you at, okay? Some of you guys could be definitely dealing with somebody who's very abundant, expensive, if I'm hearing. So I'm hearing like, let me go get the car. Let me grab the car. The Hierophant just flew out, but it flew out like this. It went like this. So we're going to see why. And then we got the Three of Swords. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands. Woo! Emperor. You know what I'm getting with this? Like, some of you guys have heard this before, so the light bulb is going off in your head like, ooh, I knew I was always going to date or deal with somebody who was very like abundant, because that's who you are, right? So naturally, you would attract somebody who's very abundant. But I also feel like there was another side to that message, and now it's out of my head. I don't know why. Oh, you didn't think that God heard your prayers. That's what it was. Like, man, you didn't think that God heard your prayers. Seven of Cups energies here. You could have been meeting a lot of bums in your career, or people who just were not driven. They were not career focused. Some of you guys are very like, strategic type of people. Like, it's got to make sense. It has to move a certain type of way. Like, if it doesn't make sense, I can't rock with it, right? King of Cups energy right here. Like, you were not meeting them type of people. For the masculines, I'm literally getting like you were not meeting them type of girls. You could have been literally dealing with airheads, okay? Like, it just wasn't making sense to you. Like, it wasn't making sense to me, okay? All right, what else is here? Yeah, Three of Pentacles. You could have gave a lot of money to the masculines here. I'm just channeling this message. You could have gave a lot of money or spent a lot of money. They could have had they were dynamic. They were very beautiful. They could have had some bomb head, but were headaches. Okay, and we're airheads. That's literally what I'm channeling. That's literally what I'm channeling. Like, yeah, they may have, you got some type of head on your shoulders. That wasn't the actual head I was looking for, but, right? It's like there was some type of dynamic there, but that's just not what you were needing, okay? The Death card in the reverse is an ending, okay? Somebody end up getting hurt in some type of previous situation. Somebody end up getting hurt here. What is this? This Queen of Swords also stands for this feminine energy that the masculine is looking to attract. So if you're masculine here, you're like, look, I'm looking to attract a woman like this or a woman like that, right? If you're a woman here, you're watching this, that previous little message doesn't resonate, this is who you are, right? This is how you act. This is who you be. Like, you embody that divine feminine energy. I'm hearing divine feminine rage, but you know who you are, so it's not an act. Like, you don't ever have to act because you just be. Like, that's who you are, right? Eight of Pentacles energy right here in the reverse. Now going back to that little message about the little tricks or whoever was getting a little money spent on them and that didn't really go far. This masculine was just thinking with his dick. Okay, you was just a dog. You knew you was on some dog shit. You knew you was on some dog shit. You knew that wasn't gonna take you far. Okay, High Priestess energy in the reverse. You can be like, oh, I wasn't tapped in then. I wasn't tapped in then. You're very funny, okay? You're very comical, whoever this is, right? I wasn't tapped in then. Duh. Right? Ignoring your intuition, okay? Ignoring your intuition. You could be a woman, too. You could have been tricking. Could have been like, girl, he was, he had that bop. Okay, let's walk 3,000 or whatever it was. Okay. Four swords in the reverse with the Ace of Pentacles had you in the trenches. Both of these energies in the reverse. Like, I know better. Why can't I leave this situation? Okay. You had to get up out of there, though. You had to get up out of there. I feel like this was a Larson. A Larson. Somebody could be from St. Louis. A Larson. This is a lesson, though. This lesson taught you how to respect yourself. It's not even so much about respecting yourself, because I don't feel like you were necessarily disrespecting yourself, but you could have felt like you were desecrating your energy, violating your vessel, it could have been even like sex could have been a distraction for you. It could have been also a tool used as a tool to not make you leave in a situation that you were in. This person could have also knew that you weren't doing great, that you was trying to protect your energy. And it's like when you were doing that, they could have used sex as a tool to make up with you, get back in your energy, touch down with you, see how you doing, things like that. Okay. Something about Tuesday. Somebody's gonna get a text message on Tuesday. I feel like this is a person from your past that's coming in. I'm doing good. Hey everybody. Hi. Hello. Yep. You got a past person coming in. You got a past person. A sneaky link. Somebody that you thought you was gonna be a sneaky link for life. Okay. They thought you was gonna be a sneaky link for life. This person is coming in. Moon card energy reversed. Okay. You heard it here. You could have been hearing this, or this is just your confirmation that you need that this is happening. I'm hearing Tuesday, Thursday. Okay. Saturday could be significant as well. What else does the collective need to know, spirits? Three of Cups. Always know that your spiritual team got your back, man. Always know your spiritual team got your back, no matter what it is. So these readings are a general reading. If you're here, more than likely it resonates. So I'm like, if you're here and it resonates, then yeah, it's for you. Right? But know that your spiritual team always has your back. Okay? But yeah, Cypress. Nine of Wands. You're not ever going through anything alone. Okay? Some of you guys could have recently just gotten back from vacation. You could have recently visited, you're so welcome. You could have recently visited with family, and it felt like when you got back, you felt off. And I'm literally getting like you could have asked for confirmation before you left. Like, is this the right thing to do? Should I go see them? Okay, something about a mother figure, your mom, and it's like, you're like, no, I shouldn't have did that. You could also like end up spending money or just going out of your way while you were there, and you immediately feel like I shouldn't have did that. I'm seeing Taurus energy here. Taurus, Aries. Oh, look, Aries is right here. Taurus, Aries, Scorpio here. You could feel like your mom just always takes things too far. She's very unappreciative of you. Like you want recognition from your mom, want her to notice you. Like, I feel like you're her kid, or you're one of the kids that stands out. You do your thing. You're always doing your best. Like, when life tests you, you stick it out. Like, I'm seeing like somebody hold their head up. And it's like, sometimes you just want your mom to see you. Like, do you see me? Do you see me trying? Do you see me, sticking it out? My chest is out. And I feel like as I'm describing you standing there with your chest out, chin up, head up, and life could be tag teaming you like you want to cry. You want to save space to vent. And it's like, you can't do that with your mom. And I'm hearing, you know what's the sad part about her health? So your mom's health could be declining, or just the health of you guys' relationship. And it's like, you know, the sad part about my mom's health, or the sad part about dealing with this is, what is it? They literally have me smelling gummy bears. I don't know what y'all, if y'all, how old y'all are, but like back in the early 90s, Haribo gummy bears used to smell so good. Like, and they were so soft. I don't know why I want to cry talking about these damn gummy bears. Like, it's something about you being a little kid. Maybe you still feel like you would still be there, but it's like, don't she understand? Like, out of all your kids, I would still show up for you. My mom asked the will of die, and she wanted me there. I wasn't sure. My mom was harsh when I was a kid. I'm a Taurus. I'm the kid that stands out of three. Yeah, double Aries and Scorpio. Mom passed. I know she's still seeking Gemini energy. I definitely need her right now, but I know the things will pass. I feel like the message here, what Spirit is saying, because you know, when I first started this message, like when I started reading again after I was talking to Cypress, no, it was right before I said something to Cypress. I mentioned how Spirit always had your back and you're not ever doing anything alone. I feel like, sorry to point at you. That's kind of rude, but I feel like with the Devil card and the Two of Cups reversed, I don't know why I'm hearing you can always leave. You can always reverse. I feel like you don't have to, for one, you don't have to feel like you're alone in this world going through this, because other people have crazy family dynamics. Two, you don't have to tolerate any type of, I wouldn't say this is abuse, but it is emotional manipulation, and you don't ever have to deal with emotional manipulation. Not ever. The Ace of Swords is you literally affirming to yourself that you deserve better, and you know that, right? And it's, you know, the saying is so true. They say when you want better, you believe that you want better, you start attracting better. And it is scary. It's scary when you shift into a space of no longer allowing people that you are familiar with to emotionally manipulate you just because you're familiar with them or it's a comfortable space. At some point in time, as you're growing and you're realizing like they're not accepting of who you are, you know, it's going to stunt your growth if you're always looking for validation from people who are not accepted of you. Because ultimately, the way energy works, when people see things in other people, it's because they see that in themselves. And on the lower vibrational scale of that, if people see you doing things that they feel like they can't accomplish, some people will literally just loathe you. They will not like you. They will not be in support of that. Why? Because in their mind, somewhere down along the line, the way life beat their ass up, like they done told themselves that they can't do any better. So, and unfortunately, when people are in close proximity to you, they're not always very supportive. They don't see you the same way that other people see you, right? That's why when you are in a small hometown, or sometimes a chaotic, toxic, close family dynamic, and then you go into other spaces, people are like, oh my God, like, you're so great. You're so creative. Like, oh my God, like people go crazy, right? They fangirl over you. Blessings to you as well, Stacy. But like people trip out because they think you're incredible. But when you're in close proximity to people, they don't see that. Like I've seen interviews with Will Ferrell, and Will Ferrell's kids don't think he's funny. But I think Will Ferrell's freaking hilarious. You know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of like the dynamic of what this relationship is, right? But it's like you can't the thing is like when they it's being rejected that's really hard. Being rejected by people that we want to be accepted by. And we tolerate their shit because if it was them, we would be supportive of them. But this is where things get difficult and it gets tricky. It can be a sticky situation when you need to distance yourself so that you can be elevated, because it's not easy. You have to always be reaffirming to yourself that you got this, that you're good. Know that your spiritual team is with you. Know that they're not gonna leave you stuck out. You know what I'm saying? And just keep believing that, reaffirming that, speaking that over yourself. You know, and one of the things that's been really working for me, excuse me, one of the things that's really been working for me is that I don't want anything bad to happen to me. I don't want anybody to treat me. If I'm not treating you like that, I don't want you to treat me like that. I want good things to happen to me. I want joy in my life, right? We always manifest money and peace, but I want joy in my life, right? I want people around me that love me. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. It could be just people who are supportive. Y'all are sitting here kicking it, we chilling, right? A couple of us are talking, we vibing. There are spaces that I can't do this in, right? So when you're in certain spaces and environments that don't really nurture you like that, don't pour back into you, you are gonna feel rejected. It's not comfortable. Like, ew, why am I here? You know, and it's just like you deserve. Like, I want to be who doesn't want to be loved and accepted and appreciated, right? Like, I want to be appreciated. I don't want anybody to treat me badly. Especially if I'm not doing shit to you, like, don't do shit to me. Period. Yeah, exactly. Separation is important for yourself. You're always surrounded by those who truly care. Absolutely. Hi, Melissa. How are you? You're spot on. Timing is perfect. I'm a single dad who's doing everything for my daughters. And I know I'm not alone, but damn, I've worked on holding myself up and healing. That's beautiful. That is so, so beautiful. Joanne, I can do hey Lisa, how you doing? I can do a free yes or no for you, but questions are $10. Mini personal reads are $25. But Joanne, I can do a yes or no for you for free. Oh my God. You just lose a baby this week? I'm sorry to hear that. We got the Tower card out here. You're hanging in there. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's absolutely terrible. That's terrible. On the 13th. I'm sorry to hear that. Spiritually, what I've heard is that the babies, when they're not ready to be born, they're not ready to fulfill that soul contract. So it's not anything that you've done. It's just that we all have soul contracts. And if you're not ready to fulfill it, then that's what happens, unfortunately. All right, let's see what this is here. I ain't gonna take up too much more of y'all's time. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Please hit the thumbs up button. Please and thank you. I'm so greatly appreciative. Some of you guys could be feeling like a plan didn't work out. Okay, like something could have backfired and your plans didn't work out. Wait till you see. Okay, wait till you see how something works out for you, though. Just wait. Because I feel like the way you wanted to do something, you could literally been like, I feel like this plan has something to do with money, okay? Some of you guys could have recently applied for like a grant or a loan or something. I feel like the way that you wanted to go about this money or getting this blessing or obtaining this thing is it was going to take so much work and it wasn't going to be in alignment with you anyways. So it was literally like blocked or like spirit like moved it out of your way because you were not in alignment with this thing. I am going to tell you what is coming in. Okay. Something bigger. Something better. Okay. Something where you can operate independently. Some of you guys have like a really cold pen. Are you real like something about you being cold-hearted, but I don't feel like you're a cold-hearted person, but I feel like maybe you write really well. Like you're really cold when you write or when you, it could be write spells, affirmation, words, something, but there's something that you set something, an intention in. It could be like spell work, a jar. I don't know if you guys, you guys get down. Okay, but my 9 of Pentacles energy, that's somebody who get down. Okay, but you could have did a jar or some kind of spell work, intention, journaling, entry. All of it is spell work, babe. Okay, you write it down. 369 method. Okay, and that's literally what's about to come in for you. Look at the cards right here. Look at the cards right here. Do you see that? The 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles in reverse to the 10 of Pentacles. Like you deserve so much more. You deserve so much more. Look, I'm here. What are you worrying for? Something is the least of your worries. You're about to get a gift. And when you get this gift, when you get this money, this notoriety, this something, you're not going to know what to do with all of it. Because I'm literally getting like you weren't going to know what to do with it anyways. Pisces, Aries, Scorpio. I feel like the very thing that you're worrying about that you're going to get, you're going to get it. And then when you get it, it's like, oh, well, what am I going to do with it now? Like if you were like, praying, manifesting some money, it's like, man, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I ain't got no money. Then it's like you get some money and it's like, damn, I don't know what to do. Damn, I don't know what to do. Sun card energy reverse. You ain't gonna let nobody know. I love that so bad. You're not gonna let nobody know. You know how that what's that where they say if I win the lottery, like nobody will know, but there'll be signs. Like that's how I feel. Like you'll be moving different. You're gonna be very intentional, but with your moves, very, very smart. But nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. But you're gonna be very smart. Very intentional about the way that you're moving. Okay? Very smart of you. Yes, yes. Magician card. This is what you've been waiting for. This is your birthright. This is like your coming of age party. You coming out. Like you being very, I don't know, I'm hearing like stepping clean, right? So it's like you finally really stepping into your power, owning your truth. Like this is going to make you feel like I know exactly what I'm here for. Like I know how powerful I am. This is a shift. Like this is a big shift. I don't know why I heard this is a Monopoly game. So this feels like you're going to be mastering manifestation. You're going to be mastering like, man, look. You're going to be mastering it. Like I know how to play the game now. I know how to get everything that I want. You're going to know how to get everything that you want. Let me get one more deck. Then I'm going to leave you guys alone. Then I'm going to leave you guys alone. People are going to want to know your secrets. People are going to want to know your secrets. You're not going to give it to them, though. You're not going to give it to them, though. I'm hearing like you're going to literally be like, hold on, wait a minute. I got to manifest something else first. Yes. Like you're going to be, thank you. You're going to be practicing your craft because you're like, hold on. I got to make sure this works first before you just go giving out secrets, or you be trying to give people the sauce. Okay. Cause this is you not saying anything. Like, nope. I ain't gonna tell you nothing. I ain't gonna tell you how I got the bag. I ain't gonna tell you how I mastered this craft. And then once you perfect it or you curate it to your liking, then it's like, okay, then you'll be able to share it. But you gotta tweak it. You gotta do it again first. Okay? Yeah. Yes. I love this energy. This is awesome. This was amazing. This was so good. Thank you guys for being here with me. Before I go, does anybody have any questions? If you want to ask a question that you may have, questions are $10. I can pin my Cash App here. Let me know. I'm going to go ahead and stack my cards back up. If you have questions you want to send to my Cash App, tell me now. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys on the next live. But I'm going to be here for a few more moments. Okay. All right. Well, if you guys decide to book, let me tell you, to book with me, the booking link is here. It's here in the comments. You can see hipsy.com. You can go to the link that is in my description box on all my videos. Go check out since you're here on my page, on my account, on my channel, please go and look at some of the readings that I have available on my channel. If you're looking to book with anything with me and you I don't want to do my reading online, I want a more personal one-to-one session with you, please feel free to go visit the link. It's www.hipsy.com/withlovekendra, and you can choose a reading that you would like. And I do have same day readings available. So yeah, this was fun. Again, thanks for hanging out with me, Cypress. I hope you have a great evening. Melissa, thank you for being here. I'm sending you a lot of healing energy to your womb. Sorry for your loss. Who else did I speak to? Obviously me. Shout out to you, Lorraine. Shout out to you, Stacy. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you guys later. Tune in with me next time tomorrow, again at 6 p.m. Love and light. Peace.